It is a chilly day here in Massachusetts. My car says it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, for those of you who speak Celsius, that's -16. That's cold. And I figured a good topic for today, considering how cold it is, oh, it just went up to 5 degrees, balmy, is to get up on my high horse and preach about winter tires. Now, for those of you who don't know, this car is currently on Bridgestone Blizzak's 255/35/19 winter tires. Ideally, they'd be a little bit more narrow, but I run wide wheels, so wide tires. Now, some of you have already been like, duh, I know winter tires are better than all seasons and summers, but there are some people out there who seem to think that a good all season is just as good as a good winter tire. And the answer is, right now, with the tire technology out there, they're not. Now, the reason winter tires work so well, if you didn't know, is that they are designed to be a softer compound in the cold weather. Now, softer compound gives you more friction on the road, gives you more traction, so that's good on cold roads. Now, when it snows, that softer compound can only do so much, and that's why winter tires also have a lot more little grooves in them. The goal is to increase surface area because snow is a moldable surface. If you can get snow up in all the little cracks and crannies, you're actually going to have more friction on the surface than if you were to just have a flat tire. Basically, what this means is winter tires offer you better traction on a cold or slippery surface because they have more surface area and they're generating more friction. So how much of a difference between all seasons and winter tires will it really make, yes? Especially in an all-wheel drive car. I hear a lot of people say, yeah, I have all-wheel drive, so I don't need winter tires. I'm just on all seasons all the time. Now, that's great until you're in a situation where you're on the highway, someone spins out in front of you, and you need to stop. Now, a great example that they use for us at the Michelin Pilot experience that I did last winter is this. How much does a McLaren P1 cost? Probably about $1.3 to $1.5 million. Now, the stopping distance between an all-season and a winter tire, please refuel, no. Now, the stopping distance between an all-season and a winter tire is not a huge amount. Between a summer and a winter, it's a huge amount because a summer is basically a hockey puck in the winter. Let's say it's 6 feet from 30 miles an hour. Let's say you're cruising down the highway at 30 miles an hour and it's gonna take you 6 feet longer to stop. With winter tires, you could stop right at the tip of that P1 without touching it. Let's say you have an inch to spare. Now, those 6 feet longer on all seasons would end up costing you quite a bit of money. How much does 6 feet of a McLaren P1 cost? Or 5 feet and 11 inches of McLaren P1 cost? You get what I'm getting at, right? That 6 feet could be the difference between you continuing your drive to work and you continuing your drive to work on a tow truck. When I'm driving in the snow, I'm also pretty conscious of the fact that most of the cars around me are on all seasons. That means that if I do go into a hazard braking situation, I also have to be watching behind me because the dingus behind me might not stop, A, or B, might have all seasons, might not be able to stop, or C, might have summer tires and just go in a straight line no matter what he wants to do. Now, I know in some countries it's actually a law to have winter tires on during certain months. I am not against that. I'm also curious why tire companies don't get behind the summer-winter tire thing more. I mean, they sell 2 sets of tires instead of 1. Granted, they last twice as long because it's 2 sets of tires, but you would think that the tire companies would be happier selling you 2 sets than 1. Instead, they're pushing their all-season technology, which is kind of good at all the things instead of really good at a couple of the things. Now, if you're thinking about getting winter tires, I would also highly recommend getting a set of winter wheels. That way you can swap the wheels over yourself. It's really simple. If you run a similar tire size and a similar wheel size, you actually probably don't even need to get an alignment in between the summer and winter swap over. Another key benefit of that is you don't have to pay for them getting mounted and balanced and then dismounted and the new ones mounted and balanced, and it's all a big hazard. So if you're gonna get winter tires, which I would highly recommend, I would also recommend getting a cheap set of wheels to run with them. So basically what I'm saying is, you don't have winter tires already, do yourself a favor, get some winter tires, you'll get yourself out of some sticky situations, and you can stop in time and not hit that McLaren P1 that's in front of you in a snowstorm. That example worked better when they were talking about Michelin summer tires than when I was talking about winter tires. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was a little short, that's really all I have to say. Buy some winter tires. Thank you guys for watching. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I will catch you guys in the next video.